What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we are actually somewhat surprised here. We got the iOS 26.4 beta 1 update a week earlier than Mark Gurman actually said and what we were anticipating to get. So definitely exciting. That's the good news. The bad news is, after quickly jumping into this beta and glancing around, there is definitely no signs of the updated Siri yet. So while disappointing, there are a couple of other new features worth talking about. Let's just jump right into it and make this video as quick as possible. So first things first, settings, general, about. There's a couple of interesting things here. First things first, if you are familiar with the betas, you can see when you go into the iOS version, check that out. There is no build number present. I'm not sure if this is just an error on my beta or what's going on, but if you install this, comment down below and let me know why there's no build number here. That is very, very interesting to see. I'm not sure I've ever actually seen that unless it was a final version, and this definitely is not. It is a first beta. If you actually take a look down below as well, you can see what the carrier settings are as well and all those updates. But moving on beyond that, one thing that is actually new here on this beta is RCS end-to-end encryption testing. So this was kind of talked about in the past, and now we can finally see some actions behind it. So if we go into settings, apps, and then go to messages, and then scroll down to where we actually see RCS messaging. Now when you click on that, you can see there's an end-to-end encryption beta option to toggle on and off. And it says end-to-end encryption is in beta, not available for all devices or carriers. Conversations labeled as encrypted are encrypted end-to-end, so messages can't be read while they're sent between devices. That is pretty cool. I know a lot of people are going to be happy to see that, but again, there is still nothing yet really showing that it's active or what carriers are actually getting it. The only thing I can tell you though, if you're lucky enough to have this enabled and have a supported conversation, you will notice a lock icon inside the conversation in the Messages app. Again, it's still in early testing, so not every chat will support it. Take that for what you want, but I just wanted to let you know. And then the next thing I want to talk about is actually stolen device protection. That was rolled out a couple of years ago, and allegedly it is on by default. So security is going to get a boost with this, but I do have to say, even though a lot of people are claiming this is on by default, I did not incur the same issue here. So if you jump into settings again and go to Face ID and passcode, let me go ahead and type this in really quick. And once you get in here, you can scroll down and see stolen device protection. Mine is actually still off, so I wasn't impacted. I'm not sure if it was a bug or whatnot, but mine did not come on when the update completed. Again, if you're not familiar with it, this adds extra biometric authentication delays for sensitive changes like passwords and Apple ID settings, so keep that in mind. If you wanted or do not want it active, there is potential now with this update that it will be on by default. One of the other nicer, cooler updates with a new splash screen is Apple Music. So if you jump into the Apple Music app, you can see here we have a new splash screen with what's new in Apple Music. And you can see concerts near you, find shows in your area, and tour dates for artists you love right in Apple Music. I think this is going to be a great underrated feature. I look forward to seeing how they build this out, if purchasing tickets are going to be available down the road. Bye-bye Ticketmaster, StubHub, all of those I would love to purchase directly in app. And then new look for albums and playlist. Full page artwork brings your music to life. And when you select continue now, there are some cool new options here, like adding a playlist simply by, or I should say creating a playlist simply by using text. Create me an entire playlist based off artists similar to The Weeknd. And you can see this is an Apple Intelligence feature that is new here that will help you create that playlist for you. And just like that, it generated the entire playlist right here. I think that's super cool. You can still customize it if you wish. Now add tracks by Lil Wayne. And you can see it's reevaluating it, and it is adding those tracks as well here. And here we go, the original list. It says added tracks by Lil Wayne in collaborations with Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Lil Wayne and Drake. And as you scroll through, you can see those new tracks are added here. Then you have your little arrow on the side here. You can pick whatever cover art you'd like. Select it. And now, just like that, you have a perfectly curated new playlist that's just spoken into existence. I definitely think that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and just click on this. And you have your artwork and everything right there as well. Pretty neat. Let's go ahead and close that out. And then in the App Store as well, there are a couple of different UI tweaks. Not too much if you just browse on the Today tab, but you can see it looks ever so slightly just a little different. Nothing major. Again, it is just UI. You may notice updated spacing and redesigned buttons. It's subtle, but a part of Apple's ongoing polish to iOS 26. And then also, we now have video podcast support in the Podcasts app. If you jump in here and you know of a video podcast you might want to watch, you can now physically actually watch the actual video playlist of the podcast itself. I don't have one top of mind, but you can now watch those videos directly inside the app instead of just listening. I think that's a nice touch. If you guys know of any specifically, give it a try and you should be able to watch the new video podcast right there. And then also on the lock screen, if you want to change your wallpaper and add a new wallpaper here, looks like we have a little bug, it wasn't kicking in, there we go. You can now check the wallpaper bundle out and you can see it looks ever so slightly different, where now you can get the different wallpaper packs you might want. But it gets better. As you scroll down, not only do they have the unique iPhone wallpapers per unit that you have, but they have a new collections here that lets you get your favorite wallpapers from the iPhones past. And if you say get, now you'll be able to have those right here as you're aware of. And now you technically have the wallpapers instead of everything being preloaded is how I'm assuming it looks like. So pretty cool new breakdown right here as well. Nothing crazy, but still pretty neat to see. And then the last thing I want to show you guys, let's go back to this, is the actual Geekbench scores of this first beta. So as you can see, I actually just ran it a little while ago, and this was on the latest build for iOS 26.3, the latest public release, and we had a 3799 single core, and you can see our slight drop to 3671 on iOS 26.4 beta 1. And then you can see the multi-core score of 9827 prior to 9520. Again, very so slight deviations. You're not going to see this in the day-to-day usage. And so far, everything has felt pretty snappy and quick when running in and out of apps. So not a bad first sign for iOS 26.4. Battery life is always going to be the big question. We're going to have to put that to the test here in the next couple days. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and thumbs up this video to get alerted in about 48 hours. So probably on Wednesday, we'll have that video go live and kind of let you know if you should do this install or not, or remain on 26.3. We anticipate the public release to be here soon as well. So keep that in mind. There is now a lot to look forward to in this beta. Playlist Playground definitely seems to be the highlighting new feature, but we'll have to see what comes. Again, hopefully, in the next beta, we will get some smarter Siri. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.